Hello, I am Asheron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to some Asheron's Call, which is here. Last time, we tried to play the Archer, and it did not go too horribly swimmingly. So today, I'm gonna be trying to get the Mage up to, up to par first, because I remembered the reason why I wasn't playing my Mage, or the reason I wasn't playing my Archer previously, is because my Mage kind of needs to be, at least passably good at buff botting, which means we need to get more XP. Now, I still have a lot of stats to raise on this character. I'm kind of torn between trying to invest XP into the skills directly or trying to use this augmentation gem I got on them last time I did the Bellis to get, 20% longer buffs. But I feel like maybe just sticking with improving the character's stats is more important right now. But we're going to be doing this daily first if we possibly can. I assume we can. I believe in us, but it's just that Archer's a little iffy. We'll see if this works out any better. Those frost golems are still gonna hit like a truck though, regardless. Also, I probably should have force rebuffed because we only have 16 minutes on most buffs left. But that'll be fine. That's plenty of time for the moment. So we need to go Danby's outpost, which is over here. And then you know the drill. We did this just yesterday. It'd be over this way. But yeah, this is, as far as I know, pretty much the best daily that I can be doing right now, just in terms of sheer XP that it gives. Uh, there are somewhat comparable quests, but not any with that take the same amount of time. I mean, this quest is relatively quick if you actually do it optimally and don't die to the dang frozen valley creatures stuck in these dungeons, which are absolutely terrifying. But you just gotta run fast. How's my run skill, by the way? It's decent. Let's up the quickness a little bit. It's expensive, and I don't like spending. It's weird because I have all this XP, but I don't like spending it. Because the second I spend the XP, I no longer have the XP, and then I'm sad. So let's see if we can run fast enough. I keep turning the wrong way there. I think I get distracted and intimidated by the enemies that could one-shot me if they crit. And I need to not do that. I need to be steadfast. Then we use the obsidian golems as a wall. Ugh. We're fine. We use the obsidian golems as a wall to defend us. And now we're here. See, that went so much better. Okay, and then we go this way for Might Maze. Ooh, I should also do the Cavernous Ulthoi Chasm. That's a pretty quick quest and gets you a lot of good stuff. That's honestly one of my favorite dailies, aside from this one. Well, I like this one because it gives you a lot of XP. I do not like it because it's dangerous. So I have mixed feelings about this daily, for sure. Um, but yeah, it's good. It gets you lots of levels, and honestly, whatever gets me more levels, I appreciate. I mean, at this level, it's a level a day if I just do this daily. So that's pretty significant. And that'll get you up to level 180 right quick, comparatively. So, and that's what's important. But it's kind of unfortunate because I really like the early game of Asheron's Call, and then if there's people to play with, I really like the late game. But solo late game is a little lonely, most of the quests require more than one person to do it efficiently, and then you're just kind of stuck trying to solo them. It's pretty sad, but most of them are technically doable solo, just really difficult. But hopefully this character will do well. They'll get up there, and we'll get them to level 8 spells eventually. How much do I need for level 8 spells? I can never remember this. Let's see. These spells. What is the difficulty for level 8s? 476 for 100%. So not even my war magic is close to level 8s. And that's specialized. Will I have to specialize all of these to be able to cast level 8s on them? I don't know. Oh, and there's also the augmentation to increase my effective magic skill by 10 in all things, so that might help. But we'll see. It is kind of tough because, I mean, in other MMOs, there's kind of an aspect of needing to kind of min-max things at max level to really get the most efficiency out of your character, but Asheron's Call kind of takes it to a new level, I feel like. Because even on my two-handed character, I've reached a point where I'm like, what can I even do to improve my character past the point that they're at? Of course, getting level 8 spells and buffs on them would be one major improvement, but that can only go so far. And then I guess cantrips would be the only other way I can improve, because I've already gotten most, if not all, of the most important augmentations on them. So it's like, well, what else can I do to make them stronger than they currently are? And I just don't know. It just does not seem possible to make them any stronger, and it's weird. Because then I start having to, like, really try to min-max the whole thing. And that's difficult, because I've kind of reached the end of my knowledge as to how to do that. But, we'll figure it out. Oh, and probably getting better Aetheria as well. Oh, great, you're right in my way. Get out of here. We need to get to the stuck spot. There we go. First reprieve, and then we move on. And there shouldn't be many more. I think there's only this one last. Yeah, there's one last frost golem, and we're good. So we're fine. Let's see. Yeah, and of course you can also make, like, your own set of gear that has the right set bonus and everything, but I'm not really great at doing that because there's just so many buffs to keep track of. You need, like, a high level variant. Well, you don't need the buffs as much as you need the cantrips, I guess, especially with a buff bot character. Because then, if the armor doesn't give the buffs, I can just buff myself with them. I need to actually kill these. I was talking too much, and I forgot I actually needed to do something here. I hope fire works, because the fire is pretty much all I got on this character. It doesn't really work. Let's see. Ow. Okay, we got bludgeoning up. Let's just Tusker's Gift them. The benefits of being a mage. That's working a bit better. You resisted? Come on, man. No, that's the wrong one. Press the wrong one. Okay. Another issue of being, away from the game for so long is you get super rusty at, like, every character. Which for some characters is fine, like my two-handed character, all I really need to remember is how to heal. But with, like, the mage, I need to remember where all the buttons are, and I mean, it is just 1 through 5 on this, but That's still tough. It's a tough thing to have the muscle memory last that long. Now hopefully one of these dropped our gem. They did. Okay. More than one did. I was, I was gonna be happy if all of them had dropped it. I think it's like a 25% chance or a 33% chance or something. It would have been pretty lucky if all three of them had dropped one. Alright, here's your crystal, my guy. Sorry about all your other crystals getting stolen. Sucks to be you. No, and then we go through the surface portal again. We run past the useless guy who just sits at the entrance here. Hi, sucks to be you as well. And we go get the crystal thing and head back to Glendenwood. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just my own perception that's different between the archer and the mage, but I really feel like the mage is somehow more durable than the archer, just more secure, easier to ensure that they don't die, which is really bizarre because you wouldn't really think that the mage would be the tankier of the two, but it might just be that the mage actually has buffs consistently. I'm not sure. Especially because the mage is just in frickin' Ulfoy armor, which is not at all the best armor I could be having at this level. I do have ancient armor on my Void Mage, but that would require going and transferring it from the Void Mage to here, which would be a hassle, especially because then I'd have to transfer it back if I ever wanted to play the Void Mage. So, maybe I should just get another set of ancient armor someday. That's probably a good idea. But that's also a hassle. Those dungeons are long and kind of difficult. I guess my two-handed character could just speed run them. But, you know, where's the fun in that, I guess? That would be kind of exploitative in that it's just using the high-level character to get all the stuff for the low-level characters. They're not actually getting anything for themselves. Which would not be great. Oh, I also wanted to do the Collier Mine, possibly. I might just have one of the necklaces in the chest somewhere, in my house chest. But I was thinking, this thing doesn't do me anything, because I already have these buffs. So why would I even be carrying that around? So let's head back to the houses, head over to the main house. Yeah, I've almost leveled again. Very good stuff. But let's spend the XP, probably. Ugh. It takes a lot of XP to just raise those by 10. Okay, we head this way, approximately. Man, we have not put much into arcane lore. I guess it's already above 300. Until you get to, like, end game, you don't really need more than that. Actually, we could raise the focus in self. I mean, when it comes to this, we definitely need to raise it. But when it comes to these, it's not really there yet. But let's do it off of war magic. So this is 160. And I think it was divided by 4. I wouldn't see that here. That'd be here. Yeah, divided by 4. Where am I going? There's the house. Uh, so 160 divided by 4. Yeah, so that'd be 15 and 25. 40? Can we jump over this? Yes. Alright, go in here. We're going to check for that amulet. And we need to get both of these up to about 40 million. That's good enough. That was not as many as I thought I'd be able to put in there, but that's fine. Let's see. Where would I be? Oh, there they are. I somehow completely missed it. Yeah, I always have spares of these in there. And we should put the rare away. Just so we don't lose it if we die. Alright. Ooh, maybe we should put away this Pyreal too. Where do I put Pyreal? Probably just wherever. I used to have an organization method here. It is long since died. But it's fine. Oh, and we have a plant. Plant. Other plant. I'm pretty sure there's a place where I put the plants. I might have put that on my other character though. Ooh, did I get... I have enough of these. Let's grab these. Because, you know, nobody else is using them. They won't miss it. It's fine. Let's go turn in the lilies and then go and do the cavernous Ulthoichasm. That's another good stuff. But yeah, the reason I wanted the amulet is because this amulet doesn't do anything for us. And this amulet is the only one that would actually give us a buff that we can't buff onto ourselves by giving us 15 more max HP, which is pretty significant all in all. I should go back to the main bag. There we are. All is well. Now to turn in the lilies, we need to go to Cillian, which would be on the right. Yeah. Did I have to go here? Yeah, I did. For some reason, I saw the cows and thought that it was Westwatch that I went to, but I don't even know if Westwatch has those. They've been thinking of Stonehold. I don't know. Here's the flowers that you never asked for, but yeah, I just knew you wanted. Alright, and there's another level for us. More XP. Of course, that entire quest got us approximately how much we need to put 1 point in War Magic. That's... that's not a lot. But, you know, we'll take it. Additionally, we need to go... I would just use the gem, but while we're here, we'll just jump in this portal. Take us to the facility hub. And then we'll go down here. We need to go... Haunted Mansion. We need to rebuff. We'll rebuff when we get there. It's fine. Probably. Hey, we're level 140. That's good. Head straight that direction. And I don't know. Should we just put points in War Magic? Of course, I mean, magic skill is still important to be able to hit things, but I don't think that I'm going to be using level 8 war spells anytime soon. Because level 7s are just more efficient and cheaper. Until, you know, you've reached like a critical mass of having a lot of skill and also an extreme amount of money. Which I guess I already have, but I don't know. Either way, I should focus on creature and item enchantment until they get up to where war magic is. And probably life magic too, because I use that to debuff things. So let's first get these up to the cost of the life magic. So that'll be what we do first, is get these up to this, and then we'll be raising all 3 of these uniformly until they reach the same level as this. And then we'll raise all 4 of them equally until they all hit infinity. Because for a buff bot, we kind of need all of those to be as high as is humanly possible. Do we have any skill credits? 11, actually. We could almost... I think life magic takes 12 to specialize, or maybe that's... maybe war magic. Maybe we can already specialize this, which would be kind of amazing. Because life magic is pretty important. We already have mana conversion up here, which is probably important. I actually don't really know what putting points into mana conversion does. I mean, I would assume that it just makes it so that your spells are more mana efficient, but I'm not certain about that. Okay, now that we're here, let's turn off meta, enable buffing, and just force buff. So it'll rebuff everything, including the stuff that is already on us, because I don't want to have like some things that are half duration and some that are full. Just gotta rebuff it all. And we still have these keys. We could go do that quest really quick. It's only a short run. Oh, we need to get our stipend as well. I usually do those at the same time as Bellis, but I don't know. It's difficult to get myself to go and do Bellis, even though it's only a 1 week cooldown. It's just kind of. I mean, for one character, it's easy enough, but doing it for like what, like 5 characters now? Say my two-handed, my Void Mage, my Archer, my Buffbot Mage. I think that's about it. So yeah, 4 characters all at once is a bit of a hassle. Shouldn't you get your mana back? I guess not. Ah. Get mana at 0% apparently. That's not a great idea, but sure. Whatever you say. Let me... There we go. So let's get our mana back here. There we are. And now... Yeah, fire should probably be fine. I don't need to fight anything in here, so we're alright with anything. We should be able to go all the way down, right? I don't... It's been a long time since I did this quest on this character. I don't remember where I was on the progression of this. Because, you know, usually you can kind of feel it out as you're going down as to how far down you can go safely. But since I haven't been on this character in a long time, I guess I'll just need to pay attention this run and just kind of see how far I think I can go. I think this character should be able to go all the way down. I mean, they managed to run past frost golems. Oh no, this is not the same one I was thinking. I keep mixing up this one for the later one. This is the one where you go all left. The later one is the one where you need to go right immediately. Alright, get to the end of this. Yeah, but this one I think is pretty straightforward. You just kind of go left. The later ones are a little more complicated. There's one that I always get semi-lost in if I haven't done it in a while. But, you know, I'm never fully lost in these dungeons. Because, you know, specifically I've done these dungeons so many times that usually I'll recognize where I went wrong. Yeah, none of these things can do really anything to me while I'm running through them, so we should be good to go to the next level. Grab the note. Now here seems, I think, is another one where we go left. You know, I still really wish that the idea of you leveling up skills simply by using them was actually like usable in the higher levels. Because like if you're level 1 and you've never really put points into anything and you resist a few spells, you can indeed get just a free point in something like magic defense because you resisted a few spells, so it's like, ah, well, you get XP for this. But after a certain point, you just kind of stop getting XP for that stuff, or at least the XP you get for it is just so very inconsequential that it doesn't end up affecting the overall total at all, which is just kind of unfortunate. I wish that that was still a system because, I mean, spending all your points overall is still a good thing, but then at the same time, you want to. It would be nice to just be able to resist a few spells and get a nice discount on your magic defense and all that. You turn here if I'm not getting stuck on corners. But, you know, it's probably not an applicable thing because at the higher levels you can just kind of sit in a corner in a populated dungeon and get debuffed like 50 times a minute. So, like in the next dungeon I'm gonna be in, that will definitely have dozens and dozens of debuffs being thrown on me a second. So in that kind of situation, if you got XP for every time you resisted one, it would be a little broken. But, yeah, no. I still like how it was at the lower levels. Yeah, and luckily Ulthoi armor is very good at resisting Ulthoi's attacks, because I did not evade any of them. Of course, the Swarm Mutilators are absolutely terrifying. Not a fan. But I think we can do this, so long as we dispel the debuffs when we get down to the Ulthoi. I missed the thing. Okay. I usually don't miss that turn. That's weird. Yep, there's all the debuffs coming in. Let's purge the debuffs so we don't get destroyed by the Ulthoi. And actually, I just learned this the other day, because usually I get boxed in down there by the Ulthoi, and I teleport out using the crystal, but I kind of just learned that there's a surface portal at the bottom. So I can just use that and it gets me out of there much quicker instead of, you know, having to go back to the mansion and run back here. Of course, running back is also the only option if you don't get to the very bottom. So if you're not high enough level to get all the way down yet, then Surface Portal won't help you. So yeah, not the most impressive amount of XP at this level, but certainly these Gems of Stillness are integral to survival. There we are. And I can continue my Gem of Stillness collection, which I have many of them on this character. And my trade note collection, of course. Let's see, you guys need to be all reorganized. There we go. Like that. Okay. And then this one, how do we get there? Because that's approximately right here. So probably Cillian and then Plains of Ruin. Whatever that's called. Something like that. Something edgy. You know, back in the day, as in like, I don't know, a couple years ago, few years ago? How long ago? What? That was a long time ago, actually. But back in the day, uh, My brother actually used to do the skeleton, what was it? Yeah, because the naughty skeleton kill task, and then there was another kill task that was very similar for the other type of skeleton. Let's see, Forgotten Chasm. Yeah, Wicked Skeletons. So there are those two quests, and he used to do those every day for, well, maybe not every day, but every day he could for the sheer amount of XP they give. But you have to kill 100 of each skeleton in order to do that. And that's just a lot of killing, especially because I cannot stand those skeletons. Like, they're just, they cast so many spells and they are just not fun. So I usually do not do that. Though you could get a lot of XP doing that. Because it is about the same amount of XP as that big daily that I do, that we did at the start of the stream. It's pretty much the same amount of XP as that, except two different quests. So you get double the XP for killing the 200 skeletons, which is really good. That's an amazing amount of experience. You could get so many levels a day if you did all three. Oh, we gotta watch out for uber penguins. Okay, I'm gonna run towards the portal if there's a penguin. No penguins. Okay, we're good. So let's head towards the Roosh camp. These flow sharks are honestly like the next worst thing, though. They're absolutely deadly. Look how much damage this thing's doing. And it never misses. This thing's absolutely insatiable. Look how fast it attacks, too. Like, what is with these flow sharks? Oh, no, what are you? You're just a roosh. Ow. Can you please? What? Where? You're not even near me and you're killing me. The freaking flow shark is magical. I, I don't know why that thing was able to just kill me from a range, but those things hurt. And it's not even that they hurt, that they like do a lot of damage. Like the uber penguins, they move at supersonic speeds, so you can't run from them. And they hit you with incantations, and they hit like a truck. So those kind of suck. But the flow sharks suck just because they're faster than you, so they keep up with you no matter what. And they attack so often. Like they don't have any kind of burst damage, but they're just pure concentrated, like consistent damage, and you can't really escape it. So yeah, and they always hit. Their melee attack skill is just ludicrous. I mean, I didn't evade it once the entire engagement there. So I don't know what is with them. To be fair, my melee defense is not the best, but still, no matter what character I'm on, those things, I just cannot evade them. What's that over there? Copper Gromny. Okay, that's fine. I always get scared if the thing is too short to be seen out of the water, because I'm like, is that a penguin? Better not be a penguin. You know, it's another one of those things that it's just like with the Frozen Valley guys in that one dungeon. It's like, why is that there? It seems just a little out of place and a little out of its level bracket. It's the same thing with the Uber Penguins. I have no idea whose idea it was to put Uber Penguins in this region, but this region is like, I mean, there's the Abhorrent Vault, there's the Insatiable Vault, there's Egg Orchard, there's Bellis, and Bellis you can do it by like level 130. So it's like there is some much lower level stuff in this area that does not deserve the Uber Penguin treatment. Like any level 130, no matter how well built they are, would get pretty much one shot by an Uber Penguin. I would know. I have gotten one shot by many an Uber Penguin. So it's like, whose idea was it to just throw those guys in here with reckless abandon, even though they vastly outlevel everybody who goes here? It's just, it mystifies me. Same with those frost golems, like magma golems, iron golems. Those guys were easy, But the frost golems are the real issue. That's the wrong key. See, I don't know. In the later days of Asheron's Call, I feel like they made some calculated errors in placing high-level enemies in places that they just should not be. Okay, that gets us a MMD. That's pretty nice. Not much XP yet, though. Only 80 mil. Not even enough for one level of war magic. But I guess we can get a couple levels of these. Let's see. Maybe one more in you. That's good. And get you up to 57 eventually. So yeah, it is pretty bizarre. Though I do think that I was reading on the wiki. I had looked at iron golems, and I was looking at the patch that had turned iron golems to be level 160, which I I still don't know why they did that exactly, but I looked at the patch that was talking about it, and it in the patch notes itself was talking about how the the game had like multiple development teams over the many years since it had begun, and everyone had like different visions and different ways of going about things, and they kept implementing quests differently. So I guess what they were trying to say is that the Iron Golem was kind of a victim of, just differing viewpoints on how to balance the game, and the Iron Golems were just leveled up for a higher level quest because of that. But they just seem so out of place now, because they still spawn in the lower level areas, and apparently their stats aren't raised to match what their level is, which is really bizarre. So like their spells hit like a truck, and their war magic skill is absolutely deadly, but their health is still low. It's like, why does it feel like I'm fighting a level 60 mob when I shouldn't be? It's weird. Anyways, where am I going? I don't know. I think I that was the last daily that I had on my mind, and then my brain just started to go on autopilot running around the town network. Ooh, we could do the Ulthoi. Where's the Ulthoi thing start? I know Kayamon is one. Uziz is one. I think it starts with a show place. Let's see. It might be not Baishi. Baishi's the last one. I think Nanto is the first. But yeah, the Asheron's Raiment quest is a good amount of XP. It doesn't really get you anything else though, which is unfortunate. Mysterious tunnels, is that it? I don't know. I don't think so. It's up here. Yeah, it's hidden behind that. Okay. We'll head that direction. Is that? Okay, you're actually an NPC. I was like, why is there just a random enemy Tusker in the middle of Nanto? That seems really out of place. But we're fine. Alright, and this place is rather simple layout-wise. And we should be able to survive all the levels of this place. I mean, if we're able to survive the swarm mutilators, I think we can survive Egg Orchard level enemies. They are 180, which is kind of terrifying. Alright, let's get this going. Tusker's Gift. And start pumping you full of crushing shame. Sounds like a Friday afternoon at my house. Can you guys get out of my way, please? I'm trying to loot the enemy, okay? Here we go. And we can't jump it again. Okay, that's fine. Luckily, this isn't a stressful situation that I would need to jump loot in. Also, where am I bound to? Insatiable Vault. Am I bound to anywhere else? Nope. You know what we should do? We should bind to the town network. If we don't have anything else bound to secondary, might as well bind to the town network so we can just get around faster. Because it is a little bit of a run to be going from our Lifestone recall here all the way down to that portal there, like 20 times a day. You know, just one trip through this is inconsequential, but eventually it kind of adds up. Although, I don't know, I feel like the definition of inconsequential would make it so that it wouldn't add up, even if you did it numerous times. That's kind of the point. But who knows? Let's go to Kayabon. Luckily, I remember where all these are, approximately. Even though I haven't done this quest all that much, this was more of a recently learned about daily for me. But it does give a lot of XP if you can do all 4 levels of it. I wonder if anyone macros in here. Not here specifically, but in the final level. Because there's the same enemies as in Egg Orchard. So, I can't see why someone wouldn't, other than possibly getting banned for macroing in a place that there's a quest objective, but the objective is all the way at the end of the cave, so I can't see people complaining about that if you're just in the first areas. Let's see. This. And then shame them. Luckily, these matrons are super wimpy in this. I don't know why. You gonna let me do it? Nope. Alright. I didn't tie to the thing. Dang it, me. Let's see, we need to do secondary portal tie on the town network portal. So let's go do that. What Asheron's raiment do I have on? Strength. I should have the focus one of this, shouldn't I? Probably. I might have just gone for strength so I could carry more stuff. I'm not sure. Okay, and now we need to go to Uziz. And then last we go to Baishi. Which is just fun. That last one's gonna be great. Swarm Eviscerators, huh? Sounds fun. Sounds like a party. Don't get stuck on things. Okay. Matron. It's very nice that these enemies all body block for me. Because the matrons are real wimpy, but at the same time they pack a punch. Like, they are absolute glass cannons. Let me through. Can I just loot these from here? I can. And I am gonna get greedy and grab the peas, because I need the money. Thank you. Then we're getting out of here. I like how fast that is. It gets you out of there right quick. Alright, then the last one, Baishi. Given how that one went, that's Kara, that's not Baishi. This way. But yeah, that place was a little sketchy. They actually did damage to me. So we'll have to kind of play it by ear in this one, because if they do too much damage, I'll need to get out of there ASAP. You think I can... No, that's a 150. I was gonna say, I wonder if I can get the yellow Aetheria yet, but nope. Because it's every 75 levels. Alright. 120. We're just kind of barely high enough level to go in here. And of course, all the enemies are 185. I am certainly out leveled in here. But I got Ulfoy armor. They can't hurt me through my Ulfoy armor if I don't let them. Let's hide in this corner over here. Oh, the matron's coming to say hi. Oh, that's just amazing. Yep, you still two-shot the matron. Even in level 185 land. Oh, resisted. That's new. And the matrons have, like, insane regen, so that's kind of where most of their defense comes from. If you do a lot of burst damage like a mage does, it kind of counters their regen significantly. Let me... No jump looting. And yes, I am grabbing these. We're fine. We're at a point of equilibrium, you know, we heal more than they do damage. Except if we get a low heal. That's just great. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Thank you. I missed playing a mage. I mean, I decided on this server that my main character would not be a mage, because on every single server I've ever done, my main character was always a mage. So that's why I made my two-handed character the main one. But mages are nice. Mages are very nice. Where am I going? Arwick, that's it. But I did want this to be like a secondary character that someone else could also play. Because I have had people like my dad who were just like, oh, well, we don't want to really spend the time going through the whole leveling process because that takes a long time. But he would still maybe be down to do like higher level quests every so often. So I was like, hey, instead of just going into admin mode and creating a character that's high level for him to play, I would just level up a character myself and do kind of the buff bot character and a stand-in character for someone else to play at the same time. That's why this is on the second account. So I can kind of rent it out to other people so we can do quests together. Which, you know, I should do that at some point. Because this character is high enough level for certain things. You know, like we could do Galen Citadel, which would have to be Uber Galen, but you know, that's fine. I think. I don't know. Garen's kind of scary. We could do Airland Isle? No. Lady Airfall. I think Airfall is on Airland, right? Let me just double check that. Does it even show the name of the island? Where is the island? Is that it? No, that's a tiny island. Where's there it is. Airland, yeah. I was right on the name. Very happy about that. Okay, here is your stuff. Give me the high level focus clothing, please. Okay, what do we get? Coordination. Nyek, nyek. It's fine. Coordination's probably good. I might want to do the blood gem again, but who knows? Those are basically the very basic dailies, but we only need a little bit more to level. We could go do the blood gem. It's pretty decent. I think it gives you like 3 MMDs too, so let's do that. I can't say no to money. Although that quest can be such a pain. Because, you know, it's like, you kill the 3 blood golems and each one is, I don't know, they're not supposed to each drop a different thing, but it would be kind of expected. That's Eastwatch, I think. Because you know, you need the 3 pieces of the gem, and you have 3 golems to kill at the end of the dungeon. You kind of expect each one to drop 1 portion of the gem, and they just don't. They're just like, nah, screw you. We're gonna make you kill these golems 5 times over, and you're gonna like, do I have jump skill? Kinda. We'll survive, right? Yeah, we're fine. I really need to get a better heal spell on this page. But it's fine. I think lightning guy, or the blood guys are weak to lightning. Maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think go this way. No, it's one further to the left, wasn't it? I think so. I think I go up here and then down this way. No, it was down that way. Let's see. Yes, that leads back to the entrance. So we gotta go this way and then left. I was gonna say right, but that's back to the entrance again. So that would not be a good move. Yeah, so I was going the right way in the first place. I just doubted myself. Which is never a good option. You don't want to doubt yourself when your first instinct is trying to guide you through a dungeon. How did all these coral golems get in if it requires you pulling a lever to get into this place? Do golems know how to pull levers? Okay, he's dead. Only took 1 lightning. I did vuln him though. Let's see. Can we one-shot them without vulns? No. Of course, our war magic skill is higher than our life magic, so probably easier to hit them twice with bolts than it would be to hit them with a debuff and a bolt. Plus, the bolt can crit, so we could possibly one-shot them. Hey, we did get them all in one go. Well, isn't this a happy day? Let's get the heck out of here. That is lucky. Yeah, usually they end up giving me like 2 reds and no greens. And then I can never tell which one is green because the blue and the green look very similar. Because they're both kind of green and both kind of blue. I don't know. So it's always one or the other that it doesn't give me, and I keep thinking it'll drop it, but then it's like, oh no, that one's too green to be the blue, or it's too blue to be the green. And it's very annoying. But it does that a lot. But this time, we did fine. And I think, is it blue with green and then that with red? Yes. Alright, here's your thingamawhatsit. Give me my MMDs. Thank you. Decent XP. How heavy are these? Very heavy. I should destroy those. I have 3 of them. Oh my gosh. You're heavy too. I need to start disenchanting these, but I'm just not burning through enough mana. I guess it's because I have Ulthoi armor that doesn't use mana, but still. I'm getting too many quest items for the amount of mana I'm actually needing. So what else do I need to do? We're at 143. That's, I mean, between 100 and 180, we're halfway there. Which is not saying a whole lot, because that's, you know, it's like saying that between 0 and 280, or 286, I'm halfway there. It's just a mathematical fact. What other quests? Do I have any other dailies I can do on this character that would actually be worth the time to do? I guess I could go do the Moorsman egg that's here. I don't think any of the other Moorsman eggs would be all that efficient, because they just don't give enough. But we could do this Moorsman egg, because this one's worth quite a bit. And you pray fall doesn't kill us. And by the fall doesn't kill us, we need to pray we don't fall onto an uber penguin. It has happened before, and I hate it. Where you're just jumping off the cliff, you're like, I'll be fine, I have enough jump skill. And you just land and hear penguin noises and die immediately. It's a terrifying situation. I'm not a fan of it. I could also gather more snow lilies for tomorrow's turn in, but yeah, it's a tomorrow me problem. Plus, I mean, the snow lily quest is not something you necessarily have to do. Oh, we could also do the darling quest. I don't know how easy that'll be. I mean, darling's level 160, I think. Should be fine. I don't think we'll have any problem, especially because we do a lot of fire damage. Does fire do anything against you guys? I know cold is usually what we use. Yeah, fire's decent. Because yeah, it's either that, you know, if cold is good against something, then fire will do nothing, or that fire will also be rather good if cold is good. It's one or the other. Oh boy, Surge of Regen. My favorite. Give me your key, please. I should really have a level 1 version of this spell on my bar. But usually that ends up badly if I try doing that. That was the wrong button. But yeah, sometimes when I put a level 1 version of the spell on my bar in order to have it be like a streak spell so I can cast it in the place of a higher level spell. Ooh. Rare. Just a crystal. Which actually, we just got a rare yesterday in the dungeon that we were sending this character to go help with. So that's kind of actually impressive that I found a rare like that. Okay, we got the key. Let's go on up. Then hopefully my jumping skills are not too diminished. Because this dungeon next has a lot to do with jumping. And mainly it has to do with speed. You know, speed is key. Oh, I jumped backwards somehow. I think it was because I jumped after going into the portal. I don't know. That's weird. But either way, speed is key in these dungeons because the jumping is pretty simple so long as you've either killed the enemies on the other side or are fast enough to jump to the other side before the enemy reacts to your presence, which is difficult because these things can smell you from a mile away, and if you mistime it, you will bounce off of them and fall to, I would say, your death, but it's more just the death of your sanity. You'll just fall into the pit of enemies and then have to run back and restart the dungeon, and it takes like 10 minutes. It's annoying. But so long as you're fast and you aim yourself right, you can just leap across these no problem. This one, he always reacts fast, so I don't risk it. But yeah, I definitely need to get better weaponry on this character. Like, either some of the other major gems, or just better weapons in general. The best thing about war mages... Let's see, I know I have a place for this. I don't know if this will actually hit him. Oh, I did. Nice. Yeah, because if you're standing right around here, then you won't pull the Moorsman. My brain was like, Murlocs, no. Mossworts, no. That's not it. Moorsman. So yeah, you won't pull the Moorsman on either side, but you'll still be able to hit this guy for the most part, and he'll generally stay in this corner here so he doesn't run around and you can actually blast him down. It's a pretty good spot to stand. Because normally I would have to kill those two, then run over here and kill them from the side, and it never worked out all that greatly. Let's go turn in the egg. Francisco, here you are. 50 mil. We've gotten worse. That's a decent amount. Then we head to Mayoy. And we turn in the note to the pirate guy for some reason. You know, I don't think I've ever read the dialogue enough to know why the pirate guy wants the notes. I just know he does. So I give them to him. Ooh, we could do the Sword of Baliness. Maybe. How much does that give? I think it's like 100 mil or something. Somewhere around there. That's some good XP. Alright. Sword of Baliness. That's easy because we're here. We need to go to the settlement portals. Lady Mila Estates, I think? Because that brings you close to Bandit Castle, and then we run off into the woods to look for a tunnel that isn't even marked on the map. It's fun. It's a good time. And I know my way through that dungeon pretty well. I shouldn't have any issue with the enemies at the end at this level. Hopefully. It's usually a quest that I try to do around like level 80, and then usually you either get killed or almost get killed because everything in there is like level 115, and the boss does a crap ton of damage. But, you know, we'll see. Should be alright with, as I said, the character of this, this level. You can spend some of this stuff. Let's see, get you up to 57. Alright, it's right down this direction approximately. And then we'll start life magic, item enchantment, creature enchantment, life magic, item enchantment, creature enchantment, life magic, item enchantment. And guess what? Creature enchantment. Okay. Very exciting. We got like, yeah, 3 points in each of those. Very nice. And I'm not going to try to kill the skeletons because those things, I don't know, those things are terrifying. I think the reason my brother was able to do those is I think he was on a one-handed character and he was using the Sanguinary Aegis, which helps a lot when it comes to spell-flinging skeletons. Ooh, we need a rebuff. We'll rebuff tomorrow. We're almost done with dailies. Yeah, I wish they had higher level Shreths. I like Shreths. But they don't really play any kind of role in the late game, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to remember, were Shreths one of the enemies that were originally on Dareth? I know the reef sharks, reed sharks, whatever they were, reed sharks, and shallows sharks, and madakars. Pretty much a lot of the three-legged animals in the game were, I believe, native to Dareth. But it's hard to remember past that. Now in here we get no map, so we just kind of need to play it by ear. But luckily, because I haven't had a map, I've actually had to kind of memorize this place completely just by how the place looks, which honestly makes it even harder for me to get lost. Although it is still very much possible. Though usually not probable. I think probably 9 times out of 10 I get there without too many complications. Out of my way, grievers. And here's the boss. Felicitations, Malefactor. Can you guys die, please? That does not do a lot of damage. I actually remember being here on this character when lower level. I just had like a... That's the wrong one. Why do I keep pressing 4 instead of 5? But I had like a bit of a flashback to when this character was like a little baby. Probably around level 80 or so. And I was actually talking with my brother, I think on a call, and I was complaining to him how these enemies kept not getting hit by what I was trying to throw at them. Oh, great. You come around the corner, but none of you eaters. But yeah, those grievers, they kept resisting each and every one of my spells. No matter what I did, I couldn't do like a single point of damage to them. Like, and one griever I killed in like 4 hits, but the other griever just kept like spam resisting over and over and over again, and I was so peeved because it was like, how is it that your bro over here got obliterated in 4 hits? And then this one has resisted me like 12 times in a row. Like, what are even the chances of that? How does that work? So I was upset and very annoyed. But luckily we have moved past that point on this character where those things can't really do much damage to us. And yeah, we're just pretty much invincible in there now, which is nice. It's a good feeling. So we got from what were we, 139, 138 to 144. That's pretty good. But we're pretty much out of dailies that we can do. I mean, there's still more, of course. Let me list the ways. There's all the other Moorsman tunnels. There's the Eater Jaws. There's the Olthoi Pincers. There's the Tusker Tusks. There's, where is it? Right about, where is it? It's by up here. It is up here. Yeah, this place. There's this place that we could do. That's the Tersh Totem quest. There's Defense of Zykal, which is far too dangerous for me to do on a regular basis because those, I mean, Eaters plus Vaimonian spellcasters is just not a good thing. There's, what else is there? I don't know, that's about all the mainstream ones that I know of. But there's probably more. But none of those are like super efficient. I would do probably the pincers just for the money, but I'm lazy, so we're not gonna do that. Because yeah, it just doesn't give nearly enough XP to be at all useful at this level. And our main goal is to get this character up to the level that they can cast level 8s. So yeah, and they're still about 100 creature item and life magic short of casting level 8s, which is sad. That is just depressing. Do we have any more? No. No more skill credits. Let me look up what life magic is. Because life magic, ooh, it only takes 8 to specialize. We could do that. Let's see. Where is Temple of Enlightenment? That's the one up here, right? Somewhere up here. Temple of... No, that's Forgetfulness. Okay, Enlightenment would then be the one down here. Right around that area. So we gotta go to Landbridge Villas. And then head that direction. And Landbridge Villas is in Calabar, which is the Gurundum. Dang it. I need Comfrey. There's an Archmage in Calabar. I am so glad that I remembered it this time before leaving town. There have been way too many times, like more than I can count, that I have gotten to the statue and he's like, "What is the essence of Sharav?" And I'm just like, "Oh, easy, that's Comfrey." And then I look in my bags, it's like, "Oh, I didn't buy Comfrey." Is not a good time. I mean, it's not that long of a run at this level, but it is seriously annoying to get out there and then just realize that you can't come back. Or that you can come back and you have to come back, but you can't actually do what you wanted to do before coming back. Landbridge Villas, there we are. For once it wasn't the final portal I clicked on. How nice. South Shore Overlook Mansion. That sounds nice, actually. That does look like a nice mansion. Someday I will have a mansion. I actually think I'm going to get the Artifice Mansion. Because I believe the guild that I used to be a part of used to have the Artifice Mansion. If I'm remembering correctly. There are a lot of mansions, and a lot of them look very similar. But I'm fairly certain it used to be the Artifice Mansion back in the day. And I don't know. Good memories, I suppose. Why would there be a town network portal? Okay, we need to check that out later. What what is that? Why is that there? Is that just a bug? Why is the Kara town network portal just in the middle of the mountains, in between two mansions? Either way, we'll check that out. I also want to go look at the Artifice Mansion just to be sure that that's the place that I remember. This character will probably be there a lot because the buff bot usually ends up sitting at the mansion, right? Because, you know, Allegiance housing, easier to get to. Oh, that's a rat. I thought it was, I was like, is that some kind of dark colored chicken? But no, it's a rat. We're fine. Let's see. Yeah, so we hit 144. When do we get our next skill credit? 150. Okay. Good for us. Because then we'll have 4 left over. 4 points. And that'll be nice. Let's see. Landscape maps. Visual nav lines. Maritime vital. What's vital share? I don't know what half of this stuff is. I just mainly use it for the map and the time. The time is really important, but only after you've gone to Graveyard. I think Graveyard's like the only place in the game that actually matters what time it is. Let's see. Yeah. Eventually there'll be a inlet here into the mountains. Speaking of which, I was recently I was playing, I think it was yesterday. I was playing hardcore WoW and I was in Azara and I was just like, man, I'm starting to remember why I absolutely hate Azara. Even though it's a cool zone, it's just filled with impassable cliffs everywhere. Like half the zone is just not traversable. Kruath? No, it's Shurov. There it is. So yeah, very annoying to get through that Azara. Not a fan. So then we wanted life magic up. Where can we get that? Let's see. Two-handed, summoning, sneak attack, war magic, shield, run, recklessness, missile weapons, void magic. Ooh, leadership, so it's close. Missile, magic, loyalty, lockpick, leadership, light weapons. Next room. Life magic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Life magic is up here now. Congratulations. Man, and that actually boosted it significantly. Yeah, it used to be at the same level as these, and now it's much closer to the level of war magic. So that's good. So our debuffing's, ability will be heavily increased. We still have 3 points left over. I don't think we can really specialize anything else important with that. And let's see, how many more skill credits are we going to be getting? Skill credit. Because realistically, I'm definitely getting this character level 180 at least. So between level 140 and 180, oh gosh. There's only 3 skill credits. Only 3 skill credits we get between those levels. And then I don't know if we've gotten either of the skill credits needed for, or done either of the skill credit quests. So that's 2 more, so that's possibly 5 skill credits. But for item enchantment, yeah, it's 8, and I think it's 8 as well for creature enchantment to specialize, so that kind of sucks. I don't think we'll be able to specialize either of these until we get well into the 200s. Or if we get, what is it, 1,000,000 luminance or something? What is the luminance? I completely misspelled that. Okay. Yeah, luminance auras. How much is it for the one? Where is it? I know it's here. There it is. Yeah, 1,000,000 per skill credit. Which means you can get 2 skill credits out of that, but I am sure as heck not getting 2,000,000 luminance anytime soon on this character, so who the heck knows. But hopefully someday we might be able to specialize that. I was going to say we could move around our skills a bit, but I kind of feel like if I do anything with any of this, it's going to compromise their actual, like, ability to do things. Because, I could get them to the point that they could cast level 8 spells on our specialized skills, and, like, unlearn melee defense. And that would give us enough points to specialize these, possibly. But that's just, that would completely cripple this character, because if they can't take melee hits at all, they just can't do anything. So I don't know how good of an idea that would be, and I still want them to be a character that people can come on and play when they don't want to, like, level up a dedicated character on the server. So they need to actually still be playable, even if they're a buff bot. Alright, but I'm probably gonna leave it there because I'm out of dailies to do, so that's is about all she wrote. Who is she? I have no idea. That's just the saying. So I'll see you guys next time. I like doing my dailies. Got lots of levels. 'Twas a good time. And yeah, we'll be back eventually. I want to do more in Asheron's Call. I want to stream more Asheron's Call. I feel like I need more to do. And I feel like on my server alone, there just isn't a whole lot. So I might start some characters, or a character probably, on Levistras. Because that's the only other server that I've been, like, dabbling in recently. So if I go and play some characters there, then we'd still be kind of in the early game, and there'd be plenty to do, plenty to see. And yeah, I think that would be fun. And then there'd be people to play with if I ever actually wanted to do group content. There'd actually be people to do group content with. So that would be pleasant. So yes, I might do some of that at some point soon. Or I might move on to other games. Who knows? Well, it depends. We can team. That would be nice. Do you play on Levistras? Because yeah, it's a good server. And there's a lot of differences. They have a lot of custom content, which is really nice. It keeps things real fresh. So yeah, I might play on there. If I do play on there, what type of character should I make? Because I've looked in the Discord, and I've noticed that two-handed characters are pretty much always needed. for quests on there, but then a lot of people also sign up as two-handers. So I don't know. Which type of character do you think would be most needed? Because I could just be like a mage and do life magic stuff. I don't know. But we'll see. Because yeah, I have been interested in getting kind of a system going on Levistras, just like I have on my own server with, you know, my own tinkerers and my own house and all that stuff. So that would be good. That would be a very fun time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Maybe with some Levistras, we shall see. So goodbye. I'll see you next time.